Welcome back to Clake's Adventures. We're back down here at the Ohio River today. We're going to do some probing. What I mean by probing, we got the probe right here. Actually, it's just like a hot dog stick that I cut off. But what we're going to do, we're going to probe it in the ground, just like this, until we feel some stone, a good pocket of stone, and then we're going to start sifting. There's a small, like, little valley that runs right down through here. These bushes are on one side of it, causing a little bank, and over here on this side, somebody has thrown a bunch of concrete over the hill that causes another barrier. So everything that falls out of this hillside up here where the natives lived on that flat is channeling right down through here, straight to the water. I know there's stone under here because I can feel it with the probe. Here's a fired stone right here. See how it's all red and fired? It's been in a fire around a campfire or something. So I'm gonna get the shovel, clear some of this overburden off, and we'll see if we can find. I know there's a lot of stone down there because I'm hitting it with the probe. Whoa! Yo! Where you at? Okay. Somebody recognized me. Hear that stone going in there? That sounds real good. I usually will fill it up, shake it down, and if there's not a lot of stone in it at the time, I'll just put some more in it, shake it down. When it starts to get full of stone, you have to look at. I got something nice in here, look. Now most of this stuff you're gonna pull out of the screen is going to be these cracked up fired sandstones, fired all red like this. They were from around a campfire. That's why they're all red. They'll stay red like this forever. But look down in here. I'm sure you see it. It's made out of Crooksville chert from Ohio. That quarry probably is, 80 miles from here, 100 miles. Let's pick this up. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a great piece right here. You see these little orange spots in there? That's a dead giveaway for Crooksville chert right there. It's a knife blade. You can see right here, they've even notched it just slightly on the end there. It was probably just hafted a little bit like that for cutting. That was right down close to the water. Now, most of the stuff normally, exceptions to every rule, is usually right down there close to the water. There is stone in a trough under this sand that just goes straight up through there. I started about right in here. You can see how the water creeps into your hole as you go up there. But once you get down to that hard pack underneath this sand, that's where 99% of the stuff is laying. And I think that's where that came from. Let's get back at it. It's looking good. I got something else in here. Look at this. I started going a little bit over this way. I'm gonna go right up around that bush too. Seems to be heavy right in there. Look, there's a couple things in here. Look at this. Here's a local piece of flint. Now this is about the size you find them here on the Ohio River. I would say until later cultures, when they started making the points really small, they couldn't make much out of this. That's why they had to travel so far to get the good flint. But look down in here. There's a piece of flint. Look right here. There's a marble. That's an old marble right there. It's got a ponnell mark on both sides. You can see where they've sanded it off. This is handmade. It's even got a big air bubble right in the middle. I hope you can see that, with some like white wispy lines around there. That is really cool. That's a handmade marble. But here's what we're looking at. This is a good one. Look at this. It looks like a bit on there. It's a hematite piece. Oh yeah. Look at this. It's a piece of hematite, flat, and they have rubbed it all around. And you can see that bit on the end of it there. Look at that. It's got some pop marks out of it. Probably was in a fire, or maybe it had a crack and water got in there and froze and busted two little pieces off the top of it there. But it didn't affect the blade. This piece here looks natural. And these edges, these sharp corners, are smoothed off on there. Like maybe they held it in their hand like this. And I found another one of these last year, similar. Little, like handheld. I don't think you'd been able to haft that into anything, as small as it is. I think it was just used as a handheld sharp chisel device for woodworking, making bows or something. You know, would have just probably sat there and shaved it off like that. Well, it's not sharp enough to cut right now, but it's there's still fairly good edge on that. If we only knew. If we only knew. So many mysteries. I mean, they know more about outer space than they know about North American ancient man. We got another one in here. It appears to be a Jack's Reef point, corner notched. I'll scan it over. You see if you see it in the screen. It's just here. Look at that. It's what they call a Jack's Reef corner notched. And these are believed to be the first bow and arrow points that were made. And you can still see the pentagonal shape right here, the two-sided blade there. This one has been sharpened off. But these points were still made kind of big, and they must not have been getting the penetration they needed, so they had to make them lighter. So the first thing they thought of, well, let's just make them a lot thinner. And you can see how thin these are. They're really thin, these Jack's Reefs. And after a while, they figured, we don't need the points that big. I don't know if the game got smaller that they were shooting, or they just got wise. And eventually, the notches and everything went away altogether, and they just ended up with the little triangle points. Very cool piece, very nice piece. Jack's Reef corner notched, about 1,500 years old. Okay, I took a little break, walked down the beach to do some surface hunting. You see all these leaves and all this rubbish up here? That's what this whole bank looked like, maybe another 5 or 6 feet out when this water was low. But now, it's got it eaten right up to the edge, and it's uncovering all this gravel. I got one laying flat out here. It looks like a stem point. Can you see it? It looks nice. Oh yeah, nice Adena point. Now this is probably 1,000 years older than that Jack's Reef we just found. But this is a dart projectile point. This would have been thrown on a dart with an atlatl. That's a nice one. A big log right here. It goes way down under the ground, and there's a lot of stone and concentrated stuff packed right in here between it and the bush. We're going to dig it out of there. Dug all this stuff out from behind this log. I tried to pull it out of there, but it goes way down in there. I got something cool in here. There's something else, but it's broken, but I got something really cool. Let me try to get some light on it here. First though, I'll let you look. Check it over, see if you see it. Can you see it in there? Here's one thing just here. Oh, this would have been killer here. It's a broken blade, busted off the bottom. It's made out of Flint Ridge from Ohio. Probably, again, 100 miles from here. Long trek to get this stuff. Very well made. That's a shame that's busted. But we got something else in here. It's better. And it's only the second one I've ever found. This is a nice looking one. Can you see it? It's just here. It's a gun flint, and it's only the second one I've ever found. I found the other one, I think we rinsed it out with the bucket, but it was like a gold color, really gold looking color. This one's dark. This one has been squared up or reworked right there on that edge. Hope you can see that. Oh yeah, we find all kinds of stuff today. That's nice. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. Look at this. I don't know if this is broken or if it's just rounded off. Look, washing right out. There's a flake. Right at the edge of the shovel marks. It's a little blunted off point, rounded off on the top. Look at that. How they've worked that round. I would say it was a point at one time, a whole one, and then they've probably broken it in half and reworked it like that. A lot of people say these were either for practice or for just small game, like rabbits or something. If you watch Ryan Gill on Hunt Primitive, he goes rabbit hunting on one of his videos, and he doesn't even put a tip on the arrows. Just the stunt of the arrow kills the rabbit. Very cool piece. I see a lot of guys using those dishwasher screens for sifters. Those work well, but if you want something that'll move a lot of material and it's easy on your back, try making you one of these like I did. It holds a lot more, it's a lot deeper, and I put these yellow plastic skids so you don't have to lift it up to sift it out. You just put your foot on it and wiggle it back and forth like you saw. We got another one in here. It looks like another Jack's Reef point. I can see the notches, and it looks like one of them's curved up towards the tip, so that's a sure sign there with that flat base on the bottom. Jack's Reef. You see it? It's just here. Oh, it's all there. Oh yeah. It's another Jack's Reef, or what they call an intrusive mound, probably. And this one was not a projectile. You can clearly see that curved edge on there, on this side. That was definitely a knife blade. And this one is made out of Coshocton flint from Coshocton County, Ohio. Not quite as far as the Flint Ridge, but about halfway probably. Well, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.